Hey guys, this is Chris from Empire Bricks and welcome to a new LEGO Star Wars video. And today I've got something special for you. I made my very first custom LEGO Star Wars minifigure and I really wanted to share it with you guys because it turned out way better than I thought. So just let me show you the figure and tell you how I made it, what I did, and all the techniques that I used. So first have a look at the figure. I just want to tell you up front that this was a plain blank Phase 2 clone trooper, Phase 1 clone trooper with the old helmet with a blank visor that looks through to a black head. So this whole figure was just white, and I chose him because he was a little bit discolored and he looked kind of odd with all my other clones. So I thought he would be a perfect candidate to start customizing, and I went all out on this guy. I'm going to take off his gun first because that's not the most special thing. But I actually made his feet red. I did some red on the arms, kind of a wrist belt. I made the kind of the details on the front, below the bottom front part red, and his chest plates. On the back, I did the two rectangular pieces in red. The back of the legs I kept as they were, but that's simply because I knew that I would be making this robe piece and you wouldn't see them anyway. And on the helmet I did this part on the top red, and all the natural indents on the helmet are made red as well. Then I made this custom waistcape with an Imperial logo. Now, I know this is a clone, but it's a custom figure, so I took the liberty to make him switch from the Republic to the Empire because I think he just looks so much like a Stormtrooper that that would look awesome. So I made this red as well with a little white line and an Imperial logo on top. And I had this shoulder pauldron that I made, also red with an Imperial logo. Put his arm down for a second. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. He looks awesome, I think. And I did all this stuff by myself. It's not hard. I've seen a lot of YouTube movies doing custom figures, so I thought I'd just give it a try, and it turned out way better than I thought. And I used really simple techniques. Now a little bit about his gun. It's a standard large blaster with a red Technic connector on top. I just had one of these left and I thought it looked good to have something of a red detail on the gun, and now it's maybe a grenade launcher or something like that. So that's the figure. I really hope you like it. I'm extremely happy with it, especially because it's my own custom. Really feels good to make something yourself. But that's the figure. I'm now going to tell you how I did it. So in a lot of these movies you see actually people using paint. I did not. I used a fine liner pencil or pen. It's one of these. Let's see if I can get that sharp. Well, I think you get the idea. It's a permanent marker, but really fine liner model of it. It's red. I got a blue one and a black one as well. So I might do some more custom stuff, but then I need more of these figures anyway. So then I just started. Okay, how can I make it look as if it were printed or as close as printed, by not going overboard with all the details like the small stripes on the helmet. I just didn't do that because I think it would look really weird, and if I missed, then I just ruined the figure. So I took all the kind of easy parts. So these are just rectangulars. So it's really easy to fill these in. Also this one, it takes some time and you need a really steady hand, but still it's not too hard to fill in all these blocks and the chest plates. The arm and the wrist part is pretty easy as well. You just have to take out the arm and then go around with a thin line and you're there. Same on the other side. So that was all not too hard. Actually here I started out I'm not sure if you can see it, but leaving some white details inside of this block, but just didn't look that great, so I just filled in the whole block. Same with the thing below. And for the helmet, this part is kind of easy to do. And these helmets in particular have some natural indents that you can just fill in, and it just looks great kind of fast. So the coloring was, it took some time because you need a steady hand, so you do it really, really slowly. But it's not that hard. I think everybody can do it. I mean, this was just $1, and you get 3 of them. So it's not too expensive as well. You don't need paint. You don't need anything really, difficult to do this. But then the figure was finished, and I thought, okay, so I need some more detail, and I really wanted to do a custom waist cape and a shoulder pauldron. So I just went on the internet and looked for some templates. I'll just have a look. I have one over here. I printed, multiples of these. So this is the template that I found. I added the logo myself. I printed it out. I just cut out the whole piece, colored it in red except for the logo, and then you cut here with a scissor. This round piece is a little bit hard to cut out, but it allows you to put this side over this side, and then you have a shoulder pauldron. Well, the holes are cut out with a office perforator, I think you call it. It's almost the exact same size, so it's kind of a convenient coincidence, but it was kind of easy to do. And I did this logo myself. You can actually do that in Paint or anything. Photoshop is good as well, and you can put any logo in there that you want, but I thought the Imperial logo looked pretty well. I printed it out and just, let's take it off for a while. You can actually see it. So it's all paper. It's not fabric, but still it's sturdy enough. So I didn't even do the other side as well. This just because the fine liner just pushes through. I just did one side, but as you can see, there's this small hole over there, and you are able to put these sides over each other, and then put it around the neck. Put the head on, and it's as easy as that. And so this was basically free. I mean, it cost you 1 sheet of paper. I do recommend, I printed out 1 sheet, but I printed out like 20 of these and 20 of the waist cape on the same sheet, so I have multiples of those, because they are easy to tear, especially the waist cape. I'm not going to take that off either, because I'm just really happy that I got this one on. So that's the hardest part, but just print multiples and you can actually give it a try different colors and stuff. So yeah. Excuse me. So for the waist cape, I actually looked at a template, but I found it really hard to adjust it. So I made my own, which had a little bit better lines, because as you can see, the template that I used for the shoulder pauldron is a little bit lighter. So I made my own, but you can actually use different templates. There's several that can be found on the internet, but it's just some squares and holes. It just needs to be the right size, that's it. So it's some squares. I printed this out, and what you need to do is, what they say is that you actually cut this line, and you can actually fold it over each other, so you can actually make this corner. But I didn't think that worked out too well. So what I did is I left these out completely, then folded this down and folded the sides like this. So I'm just going to use this template to show you guys what I did. Fold it over and fold it over. So I perforated these 2 holes, and that's how it's attached to the body. So it's over like this. Then I folded this to its back, and these sides are then, so this is how it's attached, and this corner is missing now. So I remove this corner, and then you get kind of, well, you get the idea. It's kind of hard to show with the template because it's so small, but that's how it works. It's really, really easy, and again, it's almost free, and I use this pen to color in everything and use it like that. So I'm going to give his gun back. That's how I made my first custom figure. I'm really curious what you guys think of it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm not going to make like one of these a week, but yeah, if I stumble upon more of these guys in a haul or something, I'm really considering doing more of these. I really want a 501st Trooper in the same style, maybe the 501st logo on the shoulder pauldron, and a different style waist cape or something like that. But I'm really happy with the result. It was really fun to do, and I can really recommend you giving it a try if you have a little bit of a yellowed figure, yellowed Stormtrooper. Use that first, and it doesn't matter if you fail then. I just used a figure that I didn't like that much anyway, and now I really like it, so that's a big plus. So guys, I'm really curious about your ideas. Please let me know what you think of it, and thank you for watching. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.